That is my 2018 Harley-Davidson Road Glide Special. Right behind that bike is a 2009 Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide, and right behind that bike is a 2001 Harley-Davidson Sportster 883. My husband drives a 2015 Scion FRS, and I did drive a 2017 Honda Civic SI. Needless to say, I think my husband and I have an addiction of buying new things, trading off old things, and just all in all, swapping out our garage every so often. Today is no different. This video is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Since I was 17 years old, my very first car was a 1993 Ford Probe. It was a 5-speed, standard manual transmission, and the love of my life. So ever since the day I got my license, I have been driving manual transmission vehicles. After that, I had a couple Honda Civics, I had an HRV in between, but everything that I owned personally had a manual transmission or stick shift. Here in recent years, I have been thinking about getting a truck. If you are familiar with manual transmission vehicles, you will know that it is almost impossible to find a manual transmission truck in the year 2021. You can go old school and buy a truck that's over 25 years old and probably find a stick shift, but I didn't really want to go back that far in time when it comes to technology and safety features of a new vehicle. So I thought long and hard, and I realized out of all of the trucks that I liked personally, a Toyota Tacoma fit everything that I wanted to do except the price point. I will say, Toyota Tacomas hold their value, boy. You can have 150,000 miles and that is still a $40,000 plus truck. Why? So I went and test drove a couple of manual transmission Tacomas and realized that they really are just kind of bare bones base model trucks with the looks of being able to soup them up and take them off-road, which for me personally, I am not buying a truck to do overlanding. I live in Ohio. The worst overlanding we're gonna do is I'm gonna jump a curb in the truck, which if you follow my husband's channel, you'll know that I did that. So I kind of had to sit down and make a list of things that I wanted to do with this vehicle. I have a 900-pound Harley-Davidson sitting behind me. I bought this bike to ride this bike, and I have been riding this bike. But I also have my other motorcycle and my husband's motorcycle. And I thought, you know what? I would like to have a truck that has the larger towing capacity where we could take our bikes with us on a trailer and travel to different parts of the country if that's something we wanted to do. Or like I said, if you're familiar with my husband's channel, he has a race car sitting in the garage that he likes to take and go racing on the weekends here in the summertime in Ohio. And sometimes he would like to be able to really add to that race car and then trailer it to the track. So having a truck with a large enough towing capacity was probably the most important thing that we wanted to accomplish. That being said, I decided it was time to get rid of my manual transmission car, my 2017 Honda Civic SI, and buy a truck. So here we are. This is the new to me 2016 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ71. There's like an LT2 in there somewhere too. I don't know all the trim packages. This is my new truck. New to me. So I guess you can call this video her four wheels or whatever you want to do, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I am very sad in my heart that I had to give up my manual transmission vehicle just to be able to drive a truck. And I understand the ergonomics and the reasons why you would want an automatic transmission on a 4x4 vehicle, especially if you're towing, but it still just hurts my ego to not have a stick shift anymore. I've been driving this truck for a little over a week now, and I must say there was a huge learning curve when I very first hopped into it. I couldn't park the thing, I could barely drive the thing in a straight line. I felt like I was in a spaceship. It was just a whole new world for me. But I kind of had to think of it this way, as many of you said with the Road Glide behind me. It's like once you go Road Glide, you don't go back, and I know it's going to be the same with the truck. Once you go truck, there's no going back. The market was so hot right now for used vehicles that I actually paid a little bit more for this truck than I ideally would have liked to. But on the flip side, I also got a bigger trade-in value for my Civic, which was impressive, I must say. So the fact that my trade-in value on the Civic was so good was the reason we actually ended up purchasing this motorcycle? Truck. I'm not used to buying cars. As I mentioned, this is a 2016 Chevy Silverado. This is the crew cab, so we have the full 4 doors in the back here. We can fit all the people and all of the things in the bed of this truck. And I'm just really excited to be able to have something that I don't have to ask friends for help for anymore. But I'm sure they'll be asking me now. Do you want to see my favorite thing about this truck? And that, my friends, is the #1 benefit of having an automatic transmission vehicle. Remote start. So the first thing I did when I brought this truck home was I actually took it to a very large parking lot and practiced parking the thing. Go check out my husband's channel if you want to see how that goes. I'll have it linked down in the description. But of course, the next important thing that I had to do was I had to get it insured. So this section of the video is sponsored by Progressive. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I have 3 motorcycles, 3 running motorcycles, 4 motorcycles total. My husband's car and now my new truck. So I had a lot to think about, and I was really worried that my rate was going to go up with a bigger truck, and I was actually very pleasantly surprised with my rate actually going down. So I just wanted to let you guys know that Progressive offers a multi-vehicle discount, which for me has always been wonderful because I'm constantly cycling through my vehicles, my motorcycles, and just my cars in general. As always in these Progressive videos, there's a link down in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to get your free quick quote to see if you can actually lower your insurance rate. Sometimes it's not always about lowering your rate. For me, actually, I just announced to you guys that I quit my corporate job, which that means I lost my health insurance and my benefits through that corporation. So I was very focused on adding in medical coverage, especially to my motorcycles, because you know this is a high risk job. So there's so many other things other than lowering your monthly premium that goes into having insurance than just that. I was thrilled to see that Progressive had so many different bundles and packages and adds so many different comp and collision and just picks out the perfect plan for you, which I actually spent almost an hour on there picking out my custom plan based on my specific vehicles. I actually had a lot of fun being like, I don't need that, I can take a high deductible on that, or you know what, this is kind of risky, I'll take a low deductible on that. So it's like you can customize your plan as much as you want. If you have multiple vehicles that you're looking into adding onto one insurance policy, definitely go check out the link in the description and see what your options can be with all of your toys too. Haha, do you want to see my truck? So this is the interior. Got the full back, seats folded up because I just went grocery shopping. Big old front seat, full center console, infotainment system here. Ooh, I need to clean the lens. And then I have my steering wheel over here. All these little buttons for trailers and 4x4s and all these things that I don't know what to do. But this is the thing that weirded me out the most. See, I can't even put it in gear right. I'm useless with this. But it has a nice little backup camera, so that's nice, because God knows I can't see anything in this truck. Ooh, the sunshine! So yeah, that's my new truck. That's my new Road Glide. And that's a lot of debt. But it's okay. These are all things that I have been working towards. These have been my goals, and I use them every day. So it's a win-win. Oh, these cicadas are so bad. Obviously, the truck is brand new to me. If you guys have any questions about it, I'm not interested in hearing the Ford versus Chevy versus Dodge versus blah, 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 blah. I really don't care. I do not care. It is the last thing I care about. But thank you for your concern. Oh, I should probably tell you the name of the truck. A lot of you are not going to get it. Hold on, I can't. There. Alright, so you guys know that my Road Glide is named Appa, and Appa is named after the cartoon character in Avatar: The Last Airbender. So my truck, Jordan and I agreed that we wanted to have it something nerdy as well. And if you guys are unfamiliar, we are in love with a video game called Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I have multiple Skyrim tattoos on my body. I have multiple Avatar tattoos on my body. So we have this big black truck now, and the main antagonist in the video game Skyrim is a big black dragon. He is called the World Eater, and his name is Alduin. Very nerdy, I know. So we named the truck Big Owl. Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my 4 wheels, my 2 wheels, and I'm just living my best life over here with the things that make me happy, and I hope you guys get to do the same thing. Be smart about your money, be smart about your investments, but do what makes you happy, always. Once again, thank you to Progressive for sponsoring this video and continuing the support of the channel. As always, there is a link down in the description and in the pinned comment if you guys are interested in checking out a new plan for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until my next one, you be good, and I will see you later.